All right, hey, this is Michael from Squeeze Marketing, and today what I'm going to do is try and tackle one of the biggest questions that we get on a regular basis, and probably one of the primary questions that's in the mind of any new or growing small business owner is how to do your own digital marketing. Obviously, Squeeze exists as a digital marketing agency. Uh, Primarily to do this for small and mid-sized businesses, but when you're getting started and you have zero budget or an extremely low budget, it's helpful to know how to build your own foundation before you have the ability to take advantage of the higher level of service that an agency will bring to you. So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to try and do here, is show you the basics of where to start and what platforms to be on and the basic activities you can be doing to start your own digital marketing as a small business owner or a member of a team for a small or mid-sized business. So there's a couple of places that digital marketing happens. We'll start with that. The first is your website. You see here we're on the Squeeze website. The second place that digital marketing happens is on Google's search engine results pages. The third is on social media platforms. The fourth is through email. And the last is on business directories and review websites. So we'll start with the website. You need to be able to get a website built and live somehow, whether you do it yourself or you hire someone to do it. The first thing that you need is a place that you own that can't be affected by anyone else. If you have a Facebook profile, Facebook can shut that down at their pleasure, but your website is yours. You own the content, and we got to make sure that that's the case if you hire someone to build your website as well. So on the website, there are some really basic things that you need to have visible. You need to have phone numbers visible above the fold. So what you see before you scroll on your website is, I like to use the newspaper term, front page above the fold. For that, it's the highest value real estate on your website. So it's important what you have here. We have links to our social media accounts, our menu to all of the main sections of the website, and an immediate way that we prefer to be contacted right here. So this is all the stuff that we have right up in the menu section, and this phone number is sort of an immediate call to action. And then we get down into some details about what we do, more information about us, the team, clients, portfolio, really a bunch of things that kind of speak to who our client or the person who might be looking at our website might be interested in. So the most important thing that you have on your website is you have descriptions about what you do and methods to contact you. That's important. When you look at what you get for your website URL, if you're a local service business, if you're a towing company, a landscaper, tree services, HVAC repair, whatever that is, if you're a local service business like that, the best thing to do for your URL is have your URL be yourname.com, right? So we have squeezemarket.com. Squeezemarketing.com was obviously unavailable. Or you can have the type of industry in the city you're in. So if you're a landscaping company in Atlanta, you can try and get something that has landscaping Atlanta in the URL, or your name and the industry, or your name and the city. Look for combinations of your name, the type of work you do, and the city you're in for your URL. And that affects your SEO, that affects a couple of different things, but it also is just helpful to have something that's easy to remember and easy to type into the browser. So a couple of ways to get the website built on your own. We prefer Wix as the website builder. If you're going to build on your own, this is obviously our account here. And something that I'll do is go right into the Squeeze site. And so this is the platform when you start a site on Wix, and it's really simple, really easy. When you build a site, it's kind of like building a PowerPoint slide. So this is the dashboard. You go edit the site right there. What I'll do here is I'll start a new website so that we can use an example. So we're going to start a new website. Click business here, and then create your website with the Wix editor and choose a template. Now, the simplest and easiest thing to do is just look for your type of business. Go to services and maintenance. We have motorcycle garage, carpenter, AC technician, lawn care. There's a ton of different types of businesses, 3 pages, in fact, of just services and maintenance type businesses. So you're inevitably going to find something like the type of business you have or something similar to start as a format. Automotive specific, real estate businesses, finance and law. There's all kinds of different categories here. Consulting, coaching, this kind of stuff. So if we're going to pick a landscaping company, if we're a landscaping company and that's the type of business that we're trying to build a website for, you can start with this lawn care, click the edit button, and then you're off to the races. It's like building a PowerPoint slide. It's pretty easy to figure out as you go, and you can at least get something simple that's a good representation of your business up, right? So the couple of things I'd recommend doing, you can use this stock photography, but obviously anybody who chooses this template is going to use that photography. So try and find either different stock photography or the best case scenario, pictures, high quality pictures taken of you at work. So you want to pick the pictures here. And the way you start to modify things is you just click, double click, and you're looking at managing the different columns here, the strip, the background. You can pick different backgrounds. You can go in and just click on these things and immediately be able to edit the text. Whatever you want to type in there. And so it's pretty easy to get after changing all of these things. You go in there and switch the text around, change the phone number to your number up here, come down, change your address, and change these photos out and make this the best representation of your business that you can. So this is a very easy way to quickly get a website live without having to pay someone to do it. Now, it costs about $25 a month to keep it live through Wix. You're going to pay somewhere between $10 and $15 per year for the URL. So there's a few costs involved in this, but it's pretty simple and pretty easy to get something up quickly. So that's all I'm going to go into on the subject of a website. Get in touch with us if you want to figure out what it costs or what it takes to get a website built by a professional for your business. The advantage is you're going to have all sorts of customizable options, everything you need to be able to get your website built exactly the way you want, with everything that you want picked and chosen, exactly the colors, exactly the layout, all the pages that you want built. You pick the right professional and they're going to give you the perfect solution. But this is a solution that you can do on your own and get something live quickly. So moving on to the next subject is Google and their search engine result pages and what happens on those search engine result pages that get people business, right? So we're going to choose one of our clients to kind of showcase here and what we've done for them. Simply Green Landscaping is a landscaper in Mount Pleasant, and they're doing extremely well with their digital marketing for a couple of reasons. One is that they do great work and provide amazing customer service, and so their reviews are good. They constantly get returning customers, and they constantly get word of mouth business. So they've already got that word of mouth side of marketing working really well for them because of the quality of the work they do. On the Google search engine result page, when you search landscaping company and the city that they're in, they show up number 1 on this section here. This is the map pack or maps section of the search engine results page. So usually you're going to see between 1 and 3 results and possibly a 4th if someone is running ads on this section. So they're showing up in the top spot here with a link to their website, directions. If you're searching on a mobile platform, you'll see a button to call them. And then we see Yelp and Home Advisor, which are both business directories, and the first website past the business directories is Simply Green. So they're in the number 1 business spot on the search engine results in the organic section. They're in the number 1 spot here under the maps section, and they're running Google ads, which you don't see any ads results on this page because I'm the one that's searching, and Google knows that I'm also the one running the ads account and a few things like that. But they're running Google ads. So in many cases, you'll see an ads section up here above the maps, and they'll also be visible there. So Simply Green is a great example of a company that's taking advantage of as much real estate as possible on a Google search engine results page. So we need to answer the question of how do you get there? So Google Maps section and the organic search results are the result of search engine optimization. You'll hear the term SEO thrown around a lot. And then their ad that you might see is the result of a Google Ads account. So Google Ads can be a complex platform to get started on. We'll have some separate videos, and we'll also be launching a program where we specifically coach people into step by step, A to Z, on how to build your own Google Ads campaigns, how to take them live, and how to get ads showing on Google search. That's kind of to come in the future in a much more complicated subject. But if you go to ads.google.com, you can really sort of start to read through the material and get started there. But I'd caution you, give us a call or do some more in-depth research. Talk to someone who knows what they're doing for Google Ads, because you can waste a lot of very money quickly paying for ads that aren't super effective. From a search engine optimization standpoint, there's a lot of things that you can do on your own to get improvement in your positioning on search engine results pages for keyword searches that matter. The issue, though, is that it's a long process. It's going to take a while. We tell our clients that it can take from 4 to 8 months to get really good, tangible results and a noticeably improved ranking. So, and that's when we're doing it. And we have an aggressive and very deliberate process for search engine optimization for our clients. So I'll go through a couple of things that you can do to improve your own search engine optimization. First thing is, on your website, there's always going to be a section. We'll go back to this Wix website here. There's always going to be a section where when you are in the website editor, you have an opportunity to set some SEO settings. So if we're on our Wix website, assuming, and this is the case with WordPress through the plugin, through plugins that are helpful there, there's that can help you kind of put the SEO settings in the right place on WordPress, Squarespace, Weebly, all of the platforms that you can build sites on have these settings available. So on Wix, we go to the menus and pages, the home page, and then we click these 3 dots here. Then we have SEO Google. And so we look here, and these are the settings that kind of matter for SEO on page that you can affect. So what we want to do is write the page's title. So if we're going to do a title, that's what shows up in the top of the tags here on websites. And so up here in the top, these tabs, that title text matters for how Google classifies your website. And so what you want to include in your title tags is industry, city, and your business name. So if the business name is Johnny's Landscaping, residential landscaping, Atlanta, Georgia, if that's your city. So this is an example of a title tag. We put this in here. You're going to have the name of the business, the industry, and the city it's in. That's what you want in there. For this, what's the page about? Add a description. That's the meta description. So in a search engine results page, you're going to see a meta description here. You want to write a meta description that is a good indicator of what you do. And what's important for meta descriptions is that helps the searcher choose which business to click on. So the meta description matters a lot for converting searchers to someone who's clicked on your website and is now on your website and no longer on a Google search engine results page. So you can type whatever you want in here. All right, so I put a little description in there, and then the next thing you want to do is put in your phone number at the end of the meta description. All right, so from here, what you do is once that is set, and you can look at the preview here, you want to make sure that the phone number is visible. So it looks like what we've done is written a meta description that's a little bit too long, and we're going to shorten it so that we can have the phone number be visible. Because something that you want a searcher to be able to do is just look at the search engine results page and contact you immediately without even having to click to your website. Because if they're that hurried to make contact, you want to give them the option. So we're going to shorten some sections of this and get that phone number visible. All right, so that's a great meta description right there. Phone number's visible, description of the business that might entice a user to click or call. So we set the title tag, set the meta description, make sure the home, this is fine for home here, but if you have sub pages, you want to name them what, in line with what the sub page of the website is, if you have a services page or anything like that. All right, so that's an example of setting some on-page SEO settings. When we look at the other things that affect where you show up on a search engine results page, the real big factors once you look at off-page SEO are backlinks. That's anytime another website has a link to your website on their page. Backlinks matter a lot. The content on your website, that's going back to on-page stuff, but the more value-added content on your website that describes what you do, the more you add to your blog on your website, the better. We always tell our clients when we're doing their SEO, when we're performing that service for them, the number one thing they can be doing to help our efforts is blogging on a regular basis, 500-word blog articles or longer. Usually we tell them 500 to 700 words is the target. So write blog articles about what you do, about the benefits of employing you for what you do, about why you're better than your competitors, about why your industry matters, and about new things going on in your industry. Anything like that is good and is value added. Don't even worry about what keywords you have in the article, any of that. Just pick things that are relevant and talk about your business. Trying to stuff keywords in there or getting too in your head about that kind of thing isn't as valuable as just getting the content on the site. And then, so going back to backlinks, one of the ways that you can get backlinks for yourself is blog commenting. This is one of the techniques that you can use. You can search. Let's stick on the subject of landscaping. What we're going to do is search landscaping blog, and then in parentheses, you see I've done this before here, 7 comments in parentheses. What you're going to do is you're going to find landscaping blog articles, and this 7 comments in parentheses means that the page that it returns must have that. You can change this number to whatever you want, 3 comments, but what that is that's almost always going to show up as other landscaping blogs, because in the articles that happen to have 3 comments. That little comments thing is a hack to only get you blog articles in return. And so then what you go over here is welcome to the Complete Landscaping Service blog. You're going to click on that, go to the page. Oh, we have a blog. How about we make a comment here about the blog, or we go to one of their blog articles. Read a blog article, and leave a value-added comment. All right, so we're going to look at this here, this top blog article. Landscape lighting is what it's about. All right, so if you're a landscaper, obviously you've got some information that could be value added here, or you might have some information or understanding about this kind of subject. And let's see if there's a spot to make a comment. Oh, that didn't turn up a spot. It doesn't look like those comments are enabled. So we're going to go back to the search results and find another one. And I'm doing this on the fly, obviously, so we might hit some snags along the way, but here's another blog with blog article, another outdoor lighting article, and comments. See the 3 comments I was talking about? So now when you're going to leave a reply, what you're going to do is under the name section, you're going to leave your business name, not your personal name, because that's what's going to be the link. So, or you can leave the keyword that you're trying to target. So let's leave the keyword here, landscaping Atlanta, email, whatever your email is there, then your website, and then thoughtful comments. Don't just leave some copied and pasted comment in every one. The reason why you don't want to do that is because in many cases, these blogs require the blogger, the website owner, to approve comments before they go live. Clearly, people are using this as a way to get backlinks. You see this one right here. This is something that somebody just pasted right in there. This is an example of what I'm telling you not to do, but they still get their backlink, right? So in this case, they might approve anything, but you want to leave a value-added comment because a value-added comment almost always guarantees that your comment gets posted, that gets approved. And then when you do this, that word right there is going to be a link to your website, and now you have a backlink on this blog. So that's an example of how to get backlinks. Another way to get backlinks, search landscaping forums. Find forums that are in your industry, right? So we have a lawnsite.com forums. Search the forums here. And so then what you're going to do is sign up for the forum. And I've never been on this site before, but this is exactly how we do some of the backlinks for our clients that we get. This is exactly how we do it. So let's see, where do we sign up for this? Here we go. So we're going to create an account, all right? We're going to create an account, and when we create an account, you're going to go in and you'll have access to these forums. If it's within your industry, there's going to be relevant things for you to join in the conversation. These forums, in your profile on the forum, there'll be a section for you to put a signature block or a footer to your posts, whatever it is in your profile that allows you to leave like a signature section. Put a link to your website in that signature section. Every time you post on the forum, it'll leave that little block under your name. So you notice in forums, there's a little section under someone's comment that has information about them or their cute little quote or whatever it is. You want to link to your website in there. So every time you participate in the discussion on this forum, you're leaving a backlink trail for your website on the forum. So posting on forums is another method to get backlinks for yourself. All right. And now what we're going to do is skip to the end of the 5 subjects on how to do your own digital marketing and talk about business directories, because business directories affect your Google Maps ranking and are another source of backlinks for your website. So business directories are anything from Google Maps. Google Maps is its own business directory. Yelp is another business directory. And Angie's List, travel sites like, and then there's a number of different business directories in the English language that you've never even heard of. City Local is one. Easy Local is one. There's a bunch of these business directories, but what we want to pay attention to are the ones that are going to most affect your ranking positively, that are the best use of your time if you're doing this on your own. So we're going to search the Yext business directories. Yext is a service that you can use to get your business directories, to get yourself listed on these business directories. They're a little bit pricey, but they are a high quality service for this. We perform this for our clients as well. Business directory list. I'm trying to find their top listings here. So I'll pull this link up. Most important local business directories for SEO. All right, here we are. So these are the top 100, actually, for these business directories. Obviously, if you don't see Google Maps on this list, Google Maps, Apple Maps, those are the primary business directories out there. So Google Maps and Yelp are the big ones when it comes to local business. And so this right here is the list of business directories. You can go make a listing for your business there. So let's pick a random one. TripAdvisor is That's the travel one that I blanked on just a second ago. But that's a huge, TripAdvisor is a massively important one for restaurants, for example, and in cities where tourism, like Charleston, where we are, is a primary industry. TripAdvisor is an important one. So let's pick something, ZocDoc. I haven't heard of this one. So this is a health directory. So if that's your type of business, you want to go there, let's pick a more general one, citydata.com. Here we go. So this is one that is something that most people probably haven't used before, and we'll see if we can figure out a way to get our listing on citydata.com. Let's see. And we might have to go and get listed in a different directory to be listed on this one, but we will see here. So here's another forum as well. So this is a forum on this business directory, but it doesn't look like we're seeing the immediate places where we can start. So let's pick another one. This is a restaurant based. All right, we're striking out here. All right, so here we go. So here on Living Social, we'd sign in, create a member account, and then list your business through that section there. And then usually a lot of these business directories will have a section down here for businesses. Run a Living Social deal. There you go. So you can set up a deal on Living Social there and learn about the stuff here. So you go down for businesses section there and get yourself set up there, and that'll get you listed on that website. There's a bunch of these extra ones that are very specific to different events, like, care.com or something like that. So, but the thing is search for the most important business directories. Here we go. This is another one, the previous one from Yext. So let me find the exact article here. All right, so we have a couple options here, but this is the most updated one for 2019 that's showing up in search results. And here you go. So get yourself listed in all of these. We'll go over to Redfin and see here. All right, why businesses should list on Redfin. And then in order to partner with Redfin and be listed on the directory, agents must contact and apply. All right, so we'll go here at Redfin partner, and then we can contact and apply to get listed on Redfin there, if that's applicable for you. And you can see what I'm doing here. I'm Googling business directory lists, and I'm going, and then I'm trying to find how to get listed on these different things. And this is a helpful article here. City data. Manta is a very easy one to get listed on here. It's free. Thumbtack is a very easy list business directory to get listed on. So if we go over to Thumbtack, you can just sign up, put your information in, create your business listing, and that gets you there. So I don't want to go into this any more than I already have, but obviously the purpose of this is to get your backlink on your listing, but also you get traffic from these websites, especially the big ones. And then there's something that these business directories that create that's more than just a backlink. It is your name, address, and phone number, and a link to your website, all in one place on your listing on the website. That, as Google crawls the website, that's where the real value is, and that's going to start to help your Google Maps listing climb up those rankings as well. So the other thing that you can do is search. You can search for services that'll list you in business directories, and they'll charge you some price and list you in some number of business directories. Be careful, though, with which ones you pick. The quality of those services varies wildly. Some provide active management where they make changes as you need them to. Some don't. The only kind of safe bet you're going to get is paying an agency to do it, where you can create a relationship with the agency. Our clients talk to us in person. We talk to them about what business directories we're listing them in. We send them the report after we've done it. So working with an agency is going to give you the most amount of control and the most number of listings. There are services out there that'll do it for you. And then also you can kind of go through the process you just saw me go through, which has all sorts of opportunities to kind of get hung up and waste time in there. But if you go through it deliberately, you'll find ways to get your business listed in those directories. You'll get signed up, but you definitely need to do the most important ones. Get on Yelp, get on Google Maps. We have a video on our channel that shows you how to do the Google Maps setup. So that's business directories, and that also is another source of backlinks for your website. So when it comes to Google search engine results pages, to wrap up this little section here without taking too much time, I'm trying to keep this video under an hour. The way you get into the organic search results is by doing SEO, and what that means is you have a website with great content, the settings set correctly on the website, you blog regularly. We tell our clients if they can do a blog article every week, that's awesome. Any more than that's outstanding, obviously, but we try and tell people at a minimum, get 1 to 2 blog articles a month up on your website to always have new content that's relevant to what you do going onto the site. So on the site, get the settings set correctly, have your web developer do on-page SEO, hire an agency to do on-page SEO, whatever you can do. But if you're doing it yourself, go in there, set the settings correctly, set the title tags, set the meta descriptions on your page, make sure that your content is as much grammatically correct, well-organized content that talks about what you do on your website and that you blog regularly. From there, go get yourself some backlinks. Go get listed in business directories. We talked about the blog commenting method of getting backlinks, the forum participation method of getting backlinks, and then listing yourself in those business directories. So that's really the way you can do that SEO on your own. The last portion of that is ask for reviews on Google Maps, on that Google Maps listing. So and we'll have a video coming up that shows you how to get your own direct link for reviews on Google Maps. So you can just send people a link and it just pulls up the review box and they can start typing that 5-star review for your business. So look out for that video as well. All right. We've got 2 more sections to cover for how to do your own digital marketing. The next one is social media platforms. And so the social media platforms, what we say as our primary recommendation for small businesses is get on Facebook, get on Instagram, get on LinkedIn, and get on Twitter. All right, so you've got 4 social media platforms to get yourself on. LinkedIn and Twitter, all you're going to do is cross-post from Facebook and Instagram to LinkedIn and Twitter. You don't need to have any specifically dedicated content if you're a local business on those, unless you're the type of industry where LinkedIn is a particular advantage. If you're in the coaching industry where you're making those connections, if you're a business consultant of any kind, or if you have a B2B service, if you're a business that provides services to other businesses like we are, LinkedIn is a little bit more valuable for you. So if you're a B2C kind of business, Facebook is the standard, and people have an expectation now that you also exist on Instagram. So that's where we're going to focus our content. So going over to Facebook, we have a video on our channel on how to set up Facebook Business Manager and Ads Manager. Go check that out. That's going to get you set up. Once you have your page built, that's going to get you set up in Business and Ads Manager and let you take advantage of some of those tools. But on your site, on Facebook, on your page on Facebook, put your logo as your profile picture. Put a cover photo that's cool for your business. Our cover photo is our new wall mural in the office. We're pretty proud of that one that we launched just a couple of months ago. But that's going to change here coming up for the summer. And then talk about what you do. Try and post once a day is the best rule of thumb. If you can do more, that's awesome. But you start getting into the 15, 20 posts a day, and that's a little bit crazy. So use your judgment on how far over one per day you're going to use. But 3 to 5 times per month, per week, if you can't get one per day, really you have to be posting every week, though, to have any kind of regular content or to meet the basic expectations of your client or consumer base. So get on the platform, get on Facebook, go to your About section, and really make sure that everything in this About section is filled out, right? So all your business details, all the contact info, the story of Squeeze, the general information, that Find Us stuff, make sure your map information is correct. And then get in here and talk about the About section, general information. We've got our services section built out as well. Build your services section where you talk about the different services you do. You don't have to put the price in there. Obviously, our price is very based on scope and size of project, so we don't have an immediate dollar amount in each one of these services. If you do have one for each one of your services, you can put it in there. If you have products, you can put products on here as well. But get into those menu sections and fill out all the information wherever there's a data place, a text block where you can put information about the business, fill that out. And then just post about your business, the regular things that you would expect. Post about your products, post about what you're doing, post inside your office, whatever you've got, post pictures of your team while they're at work, whatever it is to give people, the audience, whoever finds you, an indicator more about what your business is about, the quality of your work, that kind of thing. When you go over to Instagram, let's see if we can get our Instagram to pop right up here. You can see our Google ads popping up. Here's our Instagram. So on your Instagram, we have a variety of content. We have a Squeeze Around America going on where people are taking apparel for our company to every one of the 50 states. We have some international submissions as well here. So we've got the Squeeze glasses at Machu Picchu. So we involve our audience in our Instagram, and we get our apparel out there so that you can see us all over the place. So this is our Squeeze sticker in Warsaw, Poland. And then this is activity that we're doing with a local nonprofit. This is a photo from inside the office where we're showing a client a website we're building for them. These are some folks in support of the Squeeze team out on a local beach here as this photo loads. That's Hannah, our social media program coordinator. And so we've got pictures of our team members. Here's Steve, our primary web developer and designer. So we showcase our team members when they're out and about living their lives. We have photos from inside the office. We showcase parts of our portfolio, everything we can to keep showing anybody who might land on our Instagram as detailed a picture of what Squeeze is, who we are, what work we do, and the quality of our work on a regular basis. So that's what we're trying to do with our Instagram, and that's what we would recommend for anyone trying to best represent themselves on social media. Get on Facebook, get on Instagram, fill out all of the details in the About sections of your profiles, and then post regularly about your business, what you do, members of your team, whatever it is. So that is the quick, super fast 6 minutes or so on social media. The last section we'll go over is email marketing. When you come to the Squeeze page, you might see a pop-up that has a block to put your email in, the Get in Touch section. On your website, there are going to be a number of different ways to capture your audience's email addresses. Any email address that you get, you should save as part of your list. You can create different lists, past clients, your general list, emails you get from social media interactions, whatever it is, but you should be collecting email lists from your clients and from prospects, people that visit your site. As you collect that list of emails, you can sign up at a platform, an email autoresponder or auto email or however you want to call it. MailChimp is one of the popular ones. We've used MailChimp before. You can see, don't worry about this premium, But the standards or essentials that they've got, you'll see a lot of prices for these email services that are right around these dollar amounts. Again, pretty low cost, similar to the cost with getting a Wix website up and live. So when you go to these services, you can check out MailChimp is one we've used. There's quite a few other ones out there, but I think there's 2 or 3 that are the primary ones in this sector. But these kinds of monthly prices, around $10, $15 a month, will get you what you need to really get started. And then you can start designing promotional emails that you can send out to that email audience. I don't want to go into depth on how to design those emails on this. I don't really have the time for that kind of video in our coaching do-it-yourself program that you can sign up for later on this year. That's going to be coming soon. We'll have some detailed information, a step-by-step A to Z walkthrough on how to do that for yourself. But these are pretty intuitive platforms, and you can get on here and build a really simple email to send out to an email list without a whole lot of special knowledge. And so you can mess around with this. You could sign up for the free section first to get started and feel your way through the platform. If you're comfortable with how the platform functions, you can go ahead and upgrade to one of those $10 or $15 plans, and that's going to give you some options for how frequently and how many email addresses you can send to. And don't go crazy with this. Don't send more than 1 a week. Probably don't send more than 1 or 2 a month. But when you are running a special program or are launching a new service, whatever it is, this is a great way to let all of the people know who you've worked with in the past or who you've interacted with in the past about that new program you're running, that sale you're running, or that new service that you're launching. All right. So to go over everything I've talked about, we're a little over 40 minutes into the video, and there are 5 general areas where digital marketing is happening. It's on your website, on Google, on social media platforms, through email marketing, and then on business directories. All right? And so those are the places where digital marketing is happening that you can take advantage of yourself. The pay-per-click, which you'll hear all the time, is kind of the 5th landscape of digital marketing, but it's on a couple of the platforms we've already talked about. Google Ads is the pay-per-click option for Google. Facebook Ads is the pay-per-click option for Facebook and Instagram. Yelp has pay-per-click. LinkedIn has pay-per-click. A bunch of platforms offer this. We advise you stick to Facebook Ads and Google Ads, especially if you're just getting started. We do 99% of the pay-per-click advertising we do for our clients on Facebook Ads and Google Ads as well. And you can get into those, start promoting the odd post here or there on Facebook, get yourself start going through trying to learn how to do your own Google Ads account, but that's a much more complicated process that isn't as easily explained on a video like this. So your website, Google search engine results pages, social media platforms, email marketing, and business directories. Those are the primary areas you should focus on when you're doing your own digital marketing. If you've got any questions about what I talked about in this video, I know it got a little slow or possibly disjointed at times there, but I covered everything that I set out to cover there. So if you've got any questions about it, hit me up in some comments. You can see this is where we're at on Facebook here, on Instagram here. DM us on Facebook or Instagram. We'll respond same day, almost all the time. And then you can hit us up at info@squeezemarket.com as well, or contact us through this contact form on our website. Get in touch with us. We'll answer questions. We coach a lot of businesses on the side pretty much for free that are just getting started. And so as you go through this kind of process of figuring out your own digital marketing and you get into a real hang-up, if you comment on the video or if you contact us, we'll do what we can to get you the information. And obviously, if you need a proposal to have an agency do these kinds of things for you, or want to hear about all of the other things that we can offer our small business clients as well, and what some of the results for our clients in these areas look like, get in contact us. We'd be happy to hop on the phone with you. All right, if you made it this far, you're almost 45 minutes into a Squeeze Marketing YouTube video, so congratulations on making it that far, and I'm impressed, and we appreciate you watching. Hopefully this video is helpful. Thanks.